If your life feels like it's stuck on repeat and you feel like you are stuck in this circle of consistent bad luck, I'm here to tell you that it's not bad luck. It's just that your mindset is just lacking in areas of growth and development that's going to get you stuck out of this consistent vicious cycle where you feel like you're just living life on this continuous loop. You're not getting anywhere that you want. And I'm going to explain exactly how I identified this and overcame this in my own life. For years, I was living on complete autopilot. I'd get up at 3 a.m, I'd go to the gym, I'd come back, I'd make my breakfast, I'd go to work, I'd work for 12 to 15, 14 hours a day, I'd come home, have a shower, wake up and do it all again the next day. Or I would be on night shift, so I'd be sleeping during the day, getting up, eating, going to work. The routine goes on, right? And in Western society, this is like something that so many people go through, but you are the only person that can break yourself out of living on autopilot and this vicious cycle where you feel unfulfilled in your life. You're the only person who can change that. And the most powerful asset that you have in your whole entire life is you. And working on yourself is the most valuable thing that you can do in your life, because the more that you work on yourself, the more that you grow and the more that you develop, the more valuable that you become in your own life and other people's lives as well. And it forces you to stop living life on repeat. It forces you to stop thinking like, oh, this is just life. This is just the way that it's meant to be. You start to grow and you start to get comfortable being uncomfortable, and you start to realize that there's so much more out there to life than what literally meets your day-to-day eye. No one wants to be doing the same thing day in and day out. You don't have to build an online business to do that, but you have to build yourself. You have to build yourself as an individual. You have to grow your mind. You have to grow in the person that you are. You have to stop seeing the things that everyone else sees on day to day and like fall into that trap. Like women, like I'm gonna call us all out here, but we're probably the worst for it. Like being so consumed by drama, like drama in other people's lives, and then we allow it to come into our life and we become so obsessed with drama. Like why do we feed off drama? It's like icky, it's yuck. Like find something better in your life to focus your time on, and you will grow and you will realize that's annoying. I'm not going to associate myself with that. Because the more that we associate ourselves with things that aren't driving us forward as an individual, the more that we're staying stuck in this vicious cycle. The more that you'll just see your mum every Saturday, and then you'll see your brother every Sunday, and like you'll just do everything on repeat. Don't get me wrong, sometimes doing things consistently, it's nice. You build stronger connection with people, you have stronger foundations with people, but you're just constantly stuck in this vicious cycle where nothing in your life changes, and that's where you start to feel unfulfilled. That's where you start to feel really misaligned, and the power of working on yourself will outweigh any investment that you ever make in your life. Once you start working on yourself, you see so much more potential in where your life can go, and that's when it will open up opportunities for you, like building that online business or starting that new business venture and building that gym, or starting that health and fitness journey, or doing whatever it is that you've been avoiding trying to do. Like your mindset is the most powerful thing that you can have, and everything in life is mindset coaching. You mindset coach your kids, you mindset coach your parents mindset coach you. Like that's literally what's happening 24/7, day in and day out. But if you don't have a strong mind in yourself, and you don't know how to push through adversity and challenges and block out all the noise, like I said, for women, like block out drama. I don't know why we as women feed off so much drama and find it so fulfilling, but like don't feed off that. Don't associate yourself with that. It's unnecessary. It just causes all this stress on your life that's bad for your health. Like people talk about health as a one-way street, but health is so much more holistic than that. There's things like progesterone, like that's one of the most important hormones in the female body, and society and the way that we currently live as women, we wonder why there's poor fertility rates in the world. It's because we live in this fight or flight state because of what we choose to surround ourselves by. But if we just work on ourselves and work on our mind and overcome our own limitations and challenges, and I've created multiple videos of how to identify your limitations in your mind and how to overcome them, so just go check them out. But if we can work on our mind and work on ourselves consistently, we're going to live a much more purposeful, fulfilling life. We're not going to be consumed with everything else that's going on, and like you will start to see like that there's car crashes happening around you, but you just choose not to involve yourself because you know that like you're made for more, that there's more out there for you. There's more that can fulfill you with your time. There's more that you can spend your energy on that's probably better for you anyway, and it's better for your health, and it's better for your family and your relationships, and there's just like this massive snowball effect. So the power of the mind is one of the most important and most valuable assets and things that you can consistently work on in your life. So really, really hard because it's hard to change what you can't see. And that's why to start working on yourself and working on your mind, one of the most powerful things that you can do is write down the things that come to you, and they'll more than likely come out as limitations. And what I mean by limitations is the way that you think about yourself or the way that you perceive yourself based on stories that have or have not been told to you. And this is one of the most powerful things that you can do. Take out what is in your mind and put pen to paper and get it out of your brain, because the more that you can do that, the more that you're not subconsciously always thinking that about yourself, because a lot of people don't understand, but the subconscious mind has so much power over you, and it's like subconsciously fed all the time. And it sounds crazy, right? But like if you were told like that you were too much as a kid, and then someone's like, oh, you're so hectic, and then you're constantly feeding that story that's been told to you that you're too much, and now you're hectic, and now and you start to put yourself into this little box, and you put this shell over you because you don't want to be too much and too hectic, because that's something previous that's been told to you. So the first step to really uncovering this is by writing everything down. Write down what comes up for you. It's going to be negative, more than likely it will be. Humans have more negative thoughts about themselves daily than anyone else. So write it out, pen to paper. Like I said, get it out of your mind and put it on paper. So once you've got that list, you want to flip that into an empowering truth. So like, for example, like I'm not ready to take action, or I'm not ready to take the next step. That will become every step I take gets me closer to X. So whatever your goal is, whether it's building that business, that dream relationship, that dream holiday, right? So you're reframing the way that you're speaking to yourself. And once you've listed out all the negative things, and then you've reframed them into the positive and the progress, what you want to do is you want to speak about that day in and day out, and you want to affirm that to yourself. I do it every single morning. I think it's one of the most important things that you can do, because on the days when you're having dark days and you're not feeling aligned and you're feeling uncalled and you're not feeling worthy, everyone has these thoughts and feelings. They come up all the time, right? But on those days, you're going to hold yourself to a higher standard, because you've reminded yourself why this is so important to you, and why you're doing this, and why you want to make this change. And you're rewriting the stories in your subconscious mind. So you're talking to yourself in a positive light instead of always speaking to yourself in that negative light. And then if and when someone does have that negative talk to you, you're more equipped subconsciously to overcome that and not let that creep in and then change who you are as a person, because you've worked on yourself and you've worked on your mindset and the way that you speak to yourself. Daily repetition with this is where so many people fall off, but doing this daily and just making a part of your morning routine and a non-negotiable, it will literally take you 2 to 5 minutes max, right? Read this out loud to yourself. Visualize what you're saying, be in tune with your body and what the words are that are coming out, and really feel them. Because when you start to do this daily, it compounds over time. It's like saving money. It compounds over time. The more money that you save consistently, smaller chunks over a larger period of time, the bigger your savings account grows. It's the exact same with the mind. The more that you can do this and repeat this daily and make this a part of your morning routine, the more inclined you are to actually feel and value the things that you're saying to yourself, and you're actually able to visualize it and see it. And then things will happen, and you won't be so reactive, and you won't be so negative, and you won't get so caught down in it, right? Because it's the power of working on you and working on yourself and working on your mind. If you can sharpen your mind, you can overcome so much adversity in your life, and you won't even realize. There's times when I'm in Bali right now still. I don't go back to Australia for 4 more weeks, and I have to change my whole wedding dress, and I'm cutting it very, very fine, right? I'm getting married in February and I got to change my whole wedding dress. But instead of me being why me? Why did this happen to me? Blah, 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 this poor victim mentality. I'm oh, it's so fine. These things happen, human error for a reason, and I'll overcome it. And there'll be something better waiting for me when I get to the store. the way that you don't spiral is a reflection of who you are and how hard you've worked on yourself. And I don't think that there's a day that goes by that you should not work on yourself, because like I said, you are the most valuable asset in your life. Your mind is one of the most valuable things that you can consistently work on. The more that you work on yourself, the more that you work on your mind, the more that you continue to push yourself forward, the better off you're going to be in all areas of your life. Yourself, your relationships, your family, your friends, everything, you name it. It's going to be so much better for you. So take what you will from this video, but I highly recommend doing this deep work and then implementing it daily, because just remember, repetition is always key.